Let's talk about drums. The drums aren't just for keeping time. The tonality of the drums we choose, the way the drums are arranged in the song, and of course, the feel of the person playing the instrument all have enormous impact on the recording's vibe, its texture, and of course, its groove. So what kind of drums do we want on this album?
Like the piano we discussed in the last video, there are a world of sampled and synthesized drum kits out there that we can purchase and control with our digital keyboard. There's everything from vintage-sounding drum kits to tricked-out modern kits to electronic drum synths and everything in between. This company even went to Abbey Road and recorded samples of Ringo Starr's kit in the actual room the Beatles recorded in to the actual console and tape machine that the Beatles used to record. The results are amazingly realistic. Here's a bit of Ticket to Ride by the Beatles. Listen to the drums. Now listen to how close the samples sound to the real thing. So you see, you can do just about anything with samples.
Or we could just do the old-fashioned thing and record live drums for the record. You're probably wondering if I can play these drums. Well, not really. And that means we're gonna need a drummer.
Looks like Baby learned how to play the drums.
Drummers. They're crazy. They're hooligans. Maybe it's because they have the loudest instrument.
But can Baby do this?
Maybe there's just a certain personality that needs to bang and crash, even between songs. But it's a universal truth that in every band, the drummer is the guy we love to hate. So why would we want to deal with these jokesters? Why would we go through the considerable effort and expense of recording a live drum kit? Why wouldn't we just use loops and samples and drum synths?
Because nothing but nothing adds energy and life to a recording like live drums in the hands of a good drummer. And I want live drums on my album. But I can't play these drums well enough to do this job. And hiring a live drummer during this quarantine would be like, well, hiring a piano tuner. So what are we gonna do about this? How are we gonna get live drums on this record? How are we gonna flip the script on this no drummer problem and turn it into a creative advantage? Simply put, we're gonna call this guy.
Meet my brother Daniel. Danny was banging pots and pans and rhythm before he could walk. He got his first drum kit in elementary school and hasn't stopped doing it in rhythm since. He's a magnificent musician, but he's in Minnesota. And until recently, he wasn't set up to record his drums. That is, until he found out his big brother's project needed a lift. And so, just yesterday, he received his final shipment of gear. It just goes to show, in times of need, call family. But normally a drummer would be here in the studio taking direction, rolling through the takes and collaborating as the parts develop. How will we achieve the same creative result with the drummer 2,000 miles away? How will we make the inspired, quick-fire creative decisions that will elevate the production? Enter the beautiful world of remote collaboration. We're using technology to keep ourselves in the same room creatively, even though we can't be in the same room in real life. First, I use sample instruments to mock up the basic feel and vibe of the drums, like I did here for Anchor. Then, Danny and I meet for a quick Zoom chat to discuss the song and the direction for the drums. Danny records the drum part, then uploads his Logic Pro X session to Dropbox, where I pick it up, mix the drums, and drop them into the song to replace the sampled demo drums. Then the process repeats until we have the perfect drum part for our song. How does it work? Well, remember the song Anchor? Here it is with demo drums. Now here it comes with Danny's live drums.
This heart
I think the results speak for themselves. We called on family and remote collaboration when this quarantine left us drummerless. But now I want to record electric guitars without bothering my neighbors. How am I going to do that? Find out tomorrow.